Characterization of dgat1 gene in Indian dairy cows. Project run by G. Priyadarshini and G. Sai Puja. Abstract. The interest in the bovine dgat1 gene has increased during the last few years. dgat1, also abbreviated as diacylglycerol O acyltransferase gene, is responsible for the synthesis of diacylglycerol O acyltransferase, a microsomal enzyme which catalyzes the final step of the triacylglycerol biosynthesis. dgat1 gene affecting milk fat percentage in Indian dairy cows is reported in the study. The analysis was conducted on 14 cows on different breeds: to Congayam, to Gir, to Sahiwal, to Holstein Friesian, to Cross, to Jersey Cross, and to 4 Ongol. DNA was isolated from the blood of these cows. PCR products for the isolated DNA was prepared. Genotypes of the DNA were conducted using PCR RFLP method. Two genetic variants A and K were identified. The genotype AA, KK, and KA were determined. Aim: to categorize the dgat1 gene in Indian dairy cows, to use PCR-RFLP method for genotype marking. Objective: to isolate the genomic DNA from blood using guanidine hydrochloride method and RBC kit method. To quantify the DNA obtained by both methods of the isolation. To conduct polymerase chain reaction and digest the PCR products using restriction enzymes for RFLP. To identify the genetic variants, that is alleles, and to determine the genotypes AA, KA, and KK. Quantification of the isolated DNA. Quantification of the isolated DNA was done using photometer. Nucleus-free water was used as blank solution for quantification. Absorbance was taken at 260 and 280 nanometers. The given value is been represented using the table. PCR, polymerase chain reaction. PCR reaction was done for the samples which showed positive results in the agarose electrophoresis. The primers used in the process are dgat1F and dgat1R. Table 3 shows the sequence of primers used in the PCR. The conditions, the optimum conditions of the PCR are represented in the following table. Table 4. Results and discussion. The results shown in the PCR studies are represented in the following table. Positive sign denotes the PCR obtained using the 411 base pairs. Negative denotes the PCR that is not under the 411 base pairs. Of the experiment in the PCR represented. The PCR product shown should be 411 base pairs. If the PCR obtained is not 411 base pairs, it is used for restriction digestion for the CFR1 enzyme. In the study, O2, the Ongol sample, and G1, agar sample, and C3, Jersey Cross sample did not produce PCR products of 411 base pairs. So, these samples were not used for the restriction action. The PCR products for the samples O1, O3, O4, K1, K2, S1, S2, G2, C1, C2, and C4 were digested using CFR1. This digested product is then run in 2% ethylene bromide stained agar. 7 μl of PCR product was added for 5 μl of CFR1 enzyme, and 8 μl of nucleus-free water was incubated for 6 hours at 37 degrees centigrade. The CFR1 enzyme cuts the dgat1 sequence at specific site. SNPs in the dgat1 sequence are due to align and lysine in the sequence. Restriction digestion activity is been represented in the following. Lane 1 represents the DNA ladder containing 100 base pairs. Lane 2 consists of K1 samples, indicates the presence of KLA genotype. Lane 3 consists of K2 sample, indicates the presence of KK genotype. Lane 4 consists of S1 samples, indicates the presence of KA genotype. Lane 5 consists of S2 sample, indicates the presence of A genotype. Lane 6 consists of O1 sample, indicates the presence of A genotype. Lane 7 consists of O2 sample, indicates the presence of KA genotype. Table 5 consists of the values obtained from the genotype obtained from the fragmental length. KA is the genotype that is most frequent in the set of samples, and KK genotype represents least frequent samples in this observation. References are plotted, and thank you for the presentation.